They were about to start one of the happiest periods of their lives when Jana's heart suddenly burst. Jennifer Duggar and her husband, Stephen Wisman. According to reports, Jana had severe stomach pain during her pregnancy with their first child, which prompted her to be hurried to the hospital last night. The Counting on Star appeared pale and obviously distressed, according to onlookers, and Stephen, who appeared scared, held her hand tightly as they walked to the hospital room. Earlier in the day, Jana had been dismissing some mild discomfort as normal pregnant aches and pains, according to family members. But in a matter of hours, the pain intensified, and she finally passed out. The two were seen traveling to a local hospital in Arkansas, where when Stephen called for help, medical staff hurried to their aid. Witnesses said that Stephen Wisman wept as he saw Jana wheeled into the emergency room. He seemed completely heartbroken. According to a source, you could tell how deeply in love and scared he was for her and their baby. Witnesses reportedly broke down in tears when they saw Stephen sit by himself in the hospital hallway, shivering and praying, while they awaited word on Jana and their unborn child. Rumor has it that Johannah and Jessa were among the numerous family members that rushed to Joanna's side in the hospital. Despite the Duggars' silence on the subject, supporters have poured forth prayers and words of optimism on social media with hashtags like #PrayerForge and #DuggarFamilyStrong. Jana has always been admired by the Duggar family for her gentle demeanor and serene demeanor. Her abrupt health issue was made even more tragic by the fact that her longtime fans were celebrating her marriage and parenthood adventure. Doctors are closely monitoring Jana and her unborn child, and everyone is crossing their fingers for them. The family is still in the hospital, asking for privacy while they process their strong feelings. A cherished member of the Duggar family, Jana Duggar, was taken to the hospital under suspicious circumstances in an unthinkable incident that shocked fans and relatives. Stephen, her husband, was inconsolable and sobbing as he waited for word on her condition. The entire Duggar fandom and the Duggar family have been shocked by this sudden medical emergency, leaving many wondering what went wrong and how they might help the couple through this trying time. A shocked family. The Duggar family has long been renowned for their close relationship, unwavering faith, and capacity to persevere through trying times as a unit. But in ways they never could have imagined, this tragedy has put them to the test. Jana, who had always been the epitome of health and vitality, unexpectedly found herself in a potentially fatal circumstance. As he watched his wife, who was expecting their first child, battle what seemed to be a medical emergency, Stephen, who had supported her through thick and thin, was overcome with emotion. With plans for the future and hopes for the arrival of their child, the couple had been savoring the thrill of their expanding family. But all of that changed in a flash. Their lives fell apart as they were getting ready for what should have been a happy occasion. When Jana was admitted to the hospital, doctors worked quickly to stabilize her. But Stephen was left defenseless and uncertain of what would happen next. His emotional collapse served as a potent reminder of the toll that such an abrupt, unanticipated catastrophe can have on a person. Stephen was surrounded by family members who were all heartbroken by what they were witnessing as he held fast to his faith. The health crisis. Although the specifics of Jana's medical emergency are still being worked out, everyone is on edge due to the seriousness of the situation. Although Jana's precise condition is still unknown, sources have indicated that it was quite bad and may have been caused by pregnancy difficulties. For any expectant mother, this kind of unplanned medical emergency, particularly during pregnancy, can be a terrible experience, so it's no wonder that the entire Duggar family has been devastated by what has happened. It's unknown if Jana's suffering started suddenly or if there were any warning indications in the days before the incident. But there's no denying that the Duggar family has been doing everything in their power to help Jana and Stephen during this extremely trying period. Doctors and specialists have been working around the clock to check Jana's health and make sure her baby is doing well, so the hospital has been a hive of activity. Everyone has had to deal with the uncertainty regarding Jana's situation. Given the close-knit nature of the Duggar family, witnessing one of their members in such distress has had a profound effect on everyone. In an attempt to provide some solace to the couple during their most difficult times, friends and family have come together and offered their love, support, and prayers. Stephen's tragic disintegration. It's never easy to watch a loved one in discomfort, and Stephen Duggar's tragic hospital breakdown was a moving moment that perfectly encapsulated the intensity of the situation. Stephen was overcome with a sense of powerlessness and terror while the medical staff attempted to stabilize Jana. His tears were a mix of sadness, frustration, and intense worry for his unborn child and wife. It was evident that the circumstance had affected the man in ways he hadn't anticipated, despite his history of being strong, unwavering, and encouraging. Even the most resilient people are susceptible in times like this. Stephen, who had consistently supported Jana, was unable to handle the anxiety and uncertainty that accompany such a crisis and began to crumble. After months of getting ready for the birth of his child, he now finds himself in a medical crisis that could jeopardize their idyllic future. His emotional collapse served as a reminder that it's acceptable to be vulnerable and ask for help from others, especially at times of strength. Even while Stephen's emotions were painful, they also demonstrated how much he loves Jana and their expanding family. He remained steadfast in his resolve to support her no matter what, despite her anxiety and doubt. As he and Jana relied on one another during this extremely trying time, his breakdown only deepened their relationship. The assistance of the Duggar family. The Duggar family swiftly came together to support their loved ones as word of Jana's illness spread. The close-knit tribe, who have endured their share of public hardships over the years, united to offer Jana and Stephen prayers, love, and support. The family has long been renowned for its love and support for one another, and during difficult times, their fortitude and solidarity are much more evident. Throughout her hospital stay, Jana's siblings, many of whom are themselves parents, have supported her and taken care of any details that need to be taken care of. Jana's parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, have been in the hospital all the time, giving their daughter the support and affection she needs to get through this trying time. Since their faith has always played a significant role in their lives, the Duggar family is obviously relying on their spiritual fortitude to get through this difficult time. Being there for Stephen is just as important to the Duggar family as being there for Jana. Stephen has also been greatly impacted by the circumstance, just as much as Jana needs their help. The family has taken care to stay in touch with him, giving him words of support and doing their best to lighten his load. Everyone involved has found this to be a challenging experience, and the family's solidarity in the face of such loss has been a potent demonstration of love and fortitude, the strength of hope and faith. The Duggar family has a feeling of optimism and faith despite the extreme sadness and terror that have surrounded this experience. They are putting their faith in God's plan and hoping that they will have the strength to confront this struggle, no matter what happens. Stephen and Jana have always been forthright about their beliefs and how important it is to them. Their steadfast faith in God's will is what has gotten them through difficult times in the past, and will get them through this one as well. In the hopes that their faith and the support of their loved ones will get them through this difficult time, the family has asked for prayers for Jana, Stephen, and their child. The Duggar family continues to hold out hope that Jana's health will improve and that the baby will be born robust and healthy. To get through this challenging period, they are relying on their family, their faith, and the affection of their fans and followers. They are clinging to the hope that everything will turn out okay in the end despite the uncertainties. The support from the community, support from fans and well-wishers worldwide has erupted in response to the tragedy surrounding Jana's illness. Messages of love, prayers, and support for the Duggar family have been pouring in on social media. During this extremely difficult time, fans who have followed Jana and Stephen's journey for years have sent messages of courage and hope, expressing their deep concern. The community has always been strongly loyal to the Duggar family, and this crisis has brought out the best in everyone. Numerous followers have offered words of support and encouragement while sharing their own personal struggles. In order to pray for Jana's well-being and the safe delivery of her child, some people have even created prayer chains. The Duggar family has obviously touched many people's hearts, and they are now receiving an abundance of love that will support them in the days to come. Gazing ahead, the Duggar family is still dealing with the uncertainty surrounding Jana's condition as the days go by. There is optimism even if the situation is still dire. The family is dedicated to supporting one another, praying, showing love, and sticking by one another while believing that God's plan will lead them through this trying time. Jana Duggar and her family's tragedy served as a reminder of how swiftly things can change in life. It has also demonstrated the amazing power of community, faith, and family. Jana and Stephen are aware that they are not alone as they go through this difficult time. They will find the fortitude to face whatever comes next with the love and support of their friends, family, and loyal followers. We're still praying for Jana's health, the safe arrival of her child, and Stephen's emotional wellness while we wait for more information. We have faith that the Duggar family will support Jana and Stephen in their time of need. just as they have always supported one another. Let's continue to pray for Jana, Stephen, and their expanding family at this extremely trying time, and stay tuned for additional updates.